Hi, it's Angie with News OK. I'm here with Becky Varner, who is a food columnist for the Oklahoman and also a registered dietitian, which means we're going to be making a meal today, or you're going to be making a meal today in a healthy way. What are we making?
Angie, we're going to have baked potatoes today, and we're going to fix them a little bit lower fat, lower calorie way than people are used to eating their baked potatoes, but delicious. We've got salmon fillets that are baked with a very light seasoning. They are wonderful. And we have roasted asparagus with sesame.
Oh, sounds delicious. Well, let's get started.
All right. Angie, one of the things we're doing today also is we're working with time efficiency and energy efficiency. Everything that we're doing bakes at the same temperature, and so it's going to all come out of the oven ready at the same time.
Nice.
We've preheated our oven to 400 degrees, and we've actually already put these potatoes in. They baked for 30 minutes.
Okay.
All I did with the potatoes was scrub them and then pierce them with a fork.
Okay.
So that they would bake nice and evenly. And we're going to move on to our salmon fillets and use the very same baking sheet for our salmon fillets. And the original recipe that we worked from with this had a very rich butter sauce. It had 1/3 of a cup of butter in it.
Okay.
We are reducing the fat and calories considerably by using a seasoning mix. This is Cavender's seasoning.
Okay.
And we're going to put, let's see, let me go ahead and put these on here. I think this will be easier just to put our fish fillets on our cookie sheet first.
So it's not going to distort the taste of the potatoes when you put them on together?
Not at all.
Great.
Not at all. And the potatoes will finish baking at 30 minutes.
Those are slippery, Sam.
They are slippery. A little bit alive still, maybe.
Let's hope not.
Okay. Only kidding. All right. Now then, we'll put our Cavender's, and you want to put, I've measured out 1.5 teaspoons here. We're going to put about 1/4 of a teaspoon on each fillet. And after we get it sprinkled on, we'll spread it just a little bit to make it very even.
Okay.
And of course, people, if they want something a little bit more seasoned, they can use a little bit more or less. But this is what we're going to use. This is the way we like it.
Okay.
We'll get the last little bit here.
Oh, that looks fabulous.
And then I'm just going to take the back of my spoon.
Oh.
And
Just kind of smear it on there.
put all that on there.
Do you want to kind of get it soaked in there, or?
Well, really, just distributing it even so that it looks prettier, and because as it cooks, that'll happen automatically. I'm going to go ahead and put these in here, and we'll bake. The salmon actually needs to bake for 30 minutes, and so we add that to the 30 minutes on the potatoes. That gives us a full hour on the potatoes, which is exactly what we need.
There we go. So tell us how long again, and also what temperature.
Okay, it's 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's going to be a total of an hour cooking time. 30 minutes for the potatoes, they went in first, and then 30 minutes for the salmon.
Great.
And 20 minutes for our asparagus, so that leaves us a little bit of time to fix our asparagus.
There we go.
And one of the things when we're working with fresh asparagus, Angie, we always want to cut the ends off. And so I have saved some of our spears of asparagus just to cut about 1.5 to 2 inches off. These are tough. And
So is it just hard to eat?
It's hard to eat, and it's not as appetizing to look at.
Okay.
We've got another little trick. We're going to take just about
and peel
a
it.
little bit of peeling off of about the bottom inch and a half. We'll do just a couple of these. It's very simple to do.
And that's just a potato peeler?
Potato peeler.
Wow.
A vegetable peeler of any type will work.
Okay.
And you can see that that just makes them a little bit more attractive.
Yeah.
We'll add these to our baking sheet of asparagus spears. And the original asparagus recipe that we worked from had a very rich hollandaise sauce, and it had 1/2 cup of butter on that. And so instead of doing that, we are going to use a little bit of sesame oil.
Yum.
I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. Let's see here. And one of the things I love about sesame oil, we're just going to drizzle this over, the rich brown color just looks beautiful.
It does. It does.
And it also keeps the asparagus from drying out. You want to be sure and get some of the oil on the tips of the asparagus because that's where it's the most tender.
Okay.
And we just don't want it to dry out. And we'll get this all drizzled on.
So that's also a little healthier to use.
Yes, and it's just so much less fat per serving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Then we have our sesame seeds, and I'm just going to sprinkle. I've measured out 2 tablespoons here.
Oh, I love sesame seeds.
Oh, I know. They are so good, and they're beautiful. And our asparagus is ready to add, so let's open our oven.
Uh-huh.
And we'll put the asparagus just right underneath the salmon and the potatoes. And our asparagus needs to cook for 20 minutes. So everything will be ready in 20 minutes.
All right, Becky, well, the asparagus is done, the potatoes are done, the salmon is done. It looks fabulous, but the plate is missing a little something.
Absolutely. We're going to use a garnish. I've got an orange here, and I'm just going to slice about 1/4 of an inch slice. And we can use any kind of citrus. I just enjoy using citrus with anytime I use fish.
That's true. That's
and you
true.
can use lemon, you can use lime. We're going to use orange today. And I'm just going to make a little slit there.
Look how easy.
Isn't that pretty?
I love it.
And then one other thing, we've got seasoned rice vinegar that we're going to use on our potato.
There we go.
And you know, Angie, most people use high-fat ingredients like butter, sour cream, things like that to garnish and to use them to season their potato. We're going to use a little bit of seasoned rice vinegar along with a little bit of chopped green onion. About a tablespoon per potato is what I like to use, but people can vary that. It's different. It is... I think very, very good.
It smells wonderful.
Doesn't it smell wonderful?
Oh my goodness, I wish you guys could smell.
A couple of other ideas. People could use salsa, chopped green vegetables.
And it looks so appetizing. It looks so wonderful. And it's healthy. And you can nibble on the garnish as well. I love oranges, so there you go. Perfect. Sure. Thank you so much. For more on Becky's column, make sure you check out today's Oklahoman. Thank you so much. It's called Recipe for Health.
Thank you.